The images that the Gaia spacecraft captured before going offline this past month revealed something massive inside our Milky Way. These were the last pictures taken by the observatory as it ran out of fuel and began its slow descent into the sun. It's a bit sad to see the end of such an amazing mission. But fortunately, the data that Gaia collected during its 10-year tenure will continue to be analyzed for years to come, and it's already provided some mind-blowing revelations about the galaxy we call home. When we look up into space, it can be hard to wrap our minds around the fact that we are just one tiny star in a galaxy of hundreds of billions, or perhaps even trillions of stars. We know relatively little about the Milky Way and what lies at its center. In many ways, the Milky Way is as mysterious as any other galaxy. We don't even know how many stars it contains. According to NASA, astronomers have estimated that the Milky Way could contain between 100 billion and 400 billion stars. This wide range of possibilities highlights the challenges involved in studying our galactic home. Most of what we know about the Milky Way comes from data gathered by NASA's now retired Spitzer space telescope. Spitzer measured infrared light, which can travel through clouds of dust that obscure visible light. This allowed it to map the galaxy's structure and identify stars that are obscured from view. By analyzing the motions of stars and other celestial objects within the Milky Way, we can estimate the mass of the galaxy. Scientists think the Milky Way contains anywhere from 200 to 400 billion stars. That's a big range. One reason we don't know how many stars are in the galaxy is because there are so many stars in the way. Astronomers also can't agree on how many spiral arms the galaxy has. Some say there are only 2 major arms, while others argue that there are at least 4. And then there's the fact that we are in the middle of the galaxy, which makes it very difficult to get an accurate picture of what's out there. Because we are in the middle of the Milky Way, we can only observe it in 2 dimensions, and this makes it difficult to get an accurate measurement of its overall structure and size. For most of human history, all we knew for sure was that the Milky Way was a galaxy. Even as our technology improved, we were still limited by the fact that we can only see down the spiral arms of the galaxy. It wasn't until the 1920s that Edwin Hubble proved that galaxies existed outside of our own. And since then, we have learned a lot about the universe. But we are still in the dark about the details of the Milky Way. Fortunately, that may be about to change. Now, let's get back to those final images released by Gaia. On its website, the European Space Agency describes the images as views of the galactic neighborhood in visible light. They show a small part of the sky seen with the naked eye, and include a scene that looks like a swirl of pink and orange clouds. ESA says the pink hue comes from hot gas in the foreground, while the orange glow is caused by a haze of dust. ESA writes, "These are not just pretty pictures. They are the last data that Gaia will collect during its operational lifetime. They mark the end of a decade of exploring our galaxy. For more than a decade, Gaia has been measuring the positions of stars in the Milky Way. As of this writing, the spacecraft had catalogued more than 33 billion stars. ESA writes that Gaia's measurements were up to 10 times more precise than previous surveys. As you probably already know, knowing exactly where stars are located is crucial to understanding how they move through space. Stars that appear close together may actually be at vastly different distances from Earth. This makes it difficult to determine the shape of the galaxy and its overall structure. But Gaia changed everything. During its mission, the spacecraft made 2 complete maps of the galaxy. The second map was much more detailed than the first and included 3 times as many stars. ESA notes that the data from Gaia will allow scientists to improve their calculations of distances to stars within the Milky Way. This will help them better understand the galaxy's structure and shape. ESA explains that Gaia's measurements will also help scientists learn more about the movement of stars in the Milky Way. By tracking the motion of stars, scientists can determine the mass of the galaxy and learn more about its gravitational pull. This information will help them better understand the formation and evolution of the Milky Way. In addition to mapping the positions of stars, Gaia also measured the brightness of billions of stars. This data will help scientists learn more about the properties of stars in the Milky Way, such as their temperature, luminosity, and chemical composition. By studying the characteristics of stars in our galaxy, scientists can better understand the formation and evolution of stars throughout the universe. So what does all this mean for our understanding of the universe? In short, it means that we are on the cusp of a revolution in astronomy. Gaia's data will allow us to study the Milky Way in ways that were never before possible. We will learn more about our place in the universe and gain a deeper understanding of the fundamental laws of physics. One of the most exciting things about Gaia's mission is the potential for discovery. The spacecraft has already made some incredible discoveries, such as the fact that the Milky Way is home to a large number of previously unknown brown dwarfs. Brown dwarfs are objects that are larger than planets but smaller than stars. They were thought to be relatively rare, but Gaia's survey suggests that they are much more common than previously thought. This could have major implications for our understanding of planet formation and the search for life beyond Earth. Another exciting prospect is the potential for Gaia to shed light on the mystery of dark matter. Dark matter is a mysterious substance that makes up a significant portion of the mass of the universe. It is invisible and does not interact with ordinary matter, making it extremely difficult to detect. However, scientists believe that dark matter plays a key role in the formation and evolution of galaxies. By studying the motion of stars in the Milky Way, Gaia may be able to provide clues about the nature of dark matter and its role in the universe. Overall, the end of Gaia's mission marks the end of an era in astronomy. The spacecraft has revolutionized our understanding of the Milky Way and the universe as a whole. Its legacy will live on for years to come as scientists continue to analyze its data and make new discoveries. However, we have a question for you. What do you think Gaia will find in the last images it took? Do you think there is anything out there that we aren't ready to discover yet? Let us know your thoughts below, and remember to stay tuned for more updates. And if you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.